And let's look at the worlds of fours, these individualists. When you look at them first, you see very creative types of people. Not all of them are artists, but a lot of them are. Their attributes are passionate, they're romantic, they're witty, they're expressive, they're empathetic and creative, they're authentic, and they are intense in every way that you can, especially on the inside. There's a lot of intensity. When they're walking with the Lord, they're a beautiful reflection of God's creativity. I love fours. They're really enjoyable people. There is this need, though, to find their unique significance. They feel like they must be special. They must be unique because they fear being plain or emotionally cut off or abandoned or flawed. This painting is a classic example of this. There's this gal that lived next to this painter, Andrew, that that was disabled and for whatever reason was not able to get to his house to be able to enjoy his family. And she always felt like she was kind of cut off, like not really a part of the family and out in the field, unable to get in. And there's something in fours that for whatever reason they started getting a narrative in their head that I am not accepted. Now sometimes this was legitimate. And other times it was somewhat legitimate, but they started looking for it, and then they started to reinforce that, and it became a key part of who they are. That's why they feel like they are their feelings. That's why they feel like they need to be unique and authentic. And so their feelings, and shame in particular, which is true in this triad, can be taken in as an identity. This is who I am. And they can and be content a little bit more in a darker world. So because envy is the vice, wanting something somebody else has, especially a life or a significance, what can happen as they grow? They get more equanimity. They get more balance, especially on the emotional realm. It's helpful for fours to memorize this sentence as a daily act of repentance and calling themselves to really operate from the love of Christ. That is, I become envious when I'm living for my significance, trying to meet my own needs. But when I deny myself and live from Christ's significance, the significance he gives me, I become a balanced force for God and others. And for you really to believe you're significant, you've got to believe that you were uniquely created. And you've got to believe that he will purify you. And we'll get into those in a little bit. But here is an introduction to the four.